The Pixel 3a is a special phone because of its price point. You're buying it for $400 US. That puts it right in the mid-range category, but the big deal behind it is the fact that you're getting a flagship camera. The camera on this device is the exact same one that's in the regular Pixel 3. Now, from a design standpoint, they don't look much different, but there are some key characteristics to take notice of. First and foremost, the Pixel 3a is a polycarbonate design. It's slightly taller because it has a 5.6-inch display. The accent colors of the power buttons are different. You have green on the Pixel 3 and orange on the 3a. I actually prefer the Pixel 3a from a durability standpoint. If you drop this device on the ground, it might just get scuffed. Whereas if you drop the Pixel 3, the glass is most likely going to shatter. There's also some other key improvements. For example, if you look at the glass body on the back, you have a seam between the body and the glass back on the regular 3, whereas you have a full polycarbonate frame that just makes the device look like one piece. Even though the Pixel 3 has two front-facing cameras, the earpiece and the combination of the bottom speaker on the regular 3a actually produces better sound, and you can see that if you watch my unboxing video. The next thing is wireless charging. You're just not going to get it with the 3a, and that's expected. This phone is priced lower, so if that's something important to you, you're gonna have to go with the regular Pixel 3. If you're wondering how much more it weighs, the difference is only 2 grams, so you really can't tell the difference when both phones are in your hand. Now, one thing I don't understand is the fact they brought back the headphone jack on the 3a. This is something they took away with the regular 3, so I'm not sure why they're bringing it back now. Is this something only gonna be available on mid-range smartphones, or is the Pixel 4 coming out in October gonna have a headphone jack as well? So there's also the question of the bezels. If they moved the speaker setup on the Pixel 3a, why couldn't they reduce the bezels and give both devices bigger screens? I think this could have utilized a 6-inch display, and the 3a XL could have went with 6.3 or 6.4. Display-wise, the 0.1-inch difference actually looks better. Like, you can tell that you have extra screen real estate, and I like that from a visual experience. And I actually think the display on the 3a is better than the 3. They're still using Samsung panels. The colors are vibrant, they're accurate, but the color tones or the color temperature is slightly warmer on the 3a. The next big deal is the front-facing camera. They took away the super wide lens that you would get with the regular 3, and I'm okay with that. I think most people are not gonna complain considering the price of this phone. One camera is still more than fine because it's the exact same front-facing camera as the regular lens on the Pixel 3, so you're gonna get the same type of photographs when you're taking a selfie. But the rear camera is the most important feature of this device because it's the exact same camera that Google's using with the regular Pixel 3. Photos look fantastic. They're the exact same photos you take with the 3, so you're not gonna notice much of a difference there, but I would have loved them to improve the video. The video on the Pixel 3a is still the same as the Pixel 3, which means it's not as good as something like the iPhone XS or even the Samsung Galaxy S10. They've also added this new time-lapse feature, which lets you take a time-lapse a little bit easier. You basically go to the More option, you select time-lapse, and you can go up to 120 times, which will give you 10 seconds, which will take you about 20 minutes to do. Now, battery life. This was kind of interesting. 3,000 milliamps compared to 2,915 in the older 3 model, and the battery life is much better with the 3a. I'm getting about 4 to 4.5 hours of use before needing to charge, compared to the 3.5 hours I was getting on my regular Pixel 3. Now, the one area I'm kind of worried about is the performance. It's pretty smooth as it is right now, not as snappy as the 845 in the Pixel 3, but because it has 4 gigabytes of RAM, I'm worried that 3 or 6 months down the road, there might be some slowdown issues. I'm already noticing a little bit of micro lag when I open up an app or when I'm scrolling a web page. I mean, that could just be the Snapdragon 670, but how is this phone going to act up 3 months or 6 months down the road? So I'll be honest with you, I don't think anybody should buy the Pixel 3. It's just not worth the price point considering you're getting all the same features on the regular 3a. On top of that, you get a more durable build. The phone feels pretty much the same as the regular Pixel 3. You're getting better battery life, a slightly bigger and better display. You're getting slightly better sound for a much lower price point. Now, the only difference is that with the Pixel 3, you get slightly better performance, you get wireless charging, an IP rating, and of course, a glass build. If that's more important to you, then spend the extra money. But I think for the majority of people, they're really not gonna miss it, especially when this phone only costs $400. So that pretty much wraps up my review of the Pixel 3a. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.